love it. What was the original idea? So when you went out to actually start the first company,
Yeah.
what were you doing? What was kind of the thought process behind it? You knew you always wanted to do it, but like, what was the
Yeah.
actual genesis of it?
You know what? I was sick of creating value for others that I wasn't participating in myself. That's the like Cliff Notes version. But I had gotten to a place in my career where I was, going in and helping organizing companies either for IPO or, we were sort of packaging it for sale. So I really kind of had gotten a lesson in what does it take to put together a company the right way. And then I thought, why the hell am I not doing this for myself? And I had enough years that there was enough of a track record of credibility that, it was still ballsy as hell. I mean, look at me. I don't fit the part to invest in for a pharmaceutical CEO, but I thought, the hell with that. I can go find some science and I can take the people like me who exist in these environments. They're, high achievers, but they're totally uninspired. Like, this is an industry that I love for what it does. I don't love how they get it done. And so I'm thinking, all right, that's my hypothesis. Like, can I get these people, put them together? Well, you know what? I called it Slate, clean slate, doing it on my own terms. Like, I really called it that for that reason. Put these people together. We got an asset that was the only long-acting testosterone, FDA approved, only long-acting testosterone for men. And in 4 years, we built it to the second most prescribed among urologists. And it was really that DNA.
Yeah. How does that work? So I think a lot of people don't understand the pharmaceutical industry and kind of the connection between there's science that goes on in actually developing the drugs, getting them approved. And then there's a whole other part of the business of you got to get the word out. You actually have to explain to doctors and those prescribing why this has value, why it's different, all that. Maybe talk a little bit about those two parts of the business.
Well, it is like the great mystery, isn't it? Like healthcare in general. And I will say, like, I'm in an industry that I used to say we were one rung up the ladder from tobacco companies. Not like same level. I mean, let's be honest, for people who are watching, like, they hate pharma. That's their perception from the media. But, what we hate in the light of day, we depend on in the dark of night. If our children are sick, we depend on in this moment. I actually think this moment is an extraordinary moment for appreciation of innovation. So, from a pharma company perspective, there is this extraordinarily long process of research and development to get a product to approval. We will lose billions of dollars on a bet that something will work. That is a rigorous process, all regulated, blah, blah, blah. Once you've got that approval, you now have to educate the market. We all know, like, you can't turn on the TV and not see a drug ad, but most of that behind the scenes is really going in and educating a clinician base. And my first company, Slate, actually had an asset that was FDA approved already. It hadn't been really marketed. And so my mission was in actually to educate the market and get the word out. So I built an organization that was dominantly, in field, folks that called on doctors around the country, urologists specifically.